I've been sent here for a reason. To hack the government and release their secrets. I'm Jared Hargreaves. I created this universe. I created everything you know and everything you love. Ponchos and pinatas, that was me. The common canine, me. Everything is a creation from me, and I'm amazing. I come from a faraway world run by people of amazing talent like myself, because I'm so great. I'm a creature of great talents, and I'm great and so spiritual that the common person just can't understand. I've now hacked the government and released their secrets, and you don't know what they've done, but now you do because of me, because I'm so great. But there's more to me than meets the eye. There is one more thing I need to do. My sole intention is now complete. To review Neil Breen's masterpieces. You thought Tommy Wiseau was a fucking whack job? Meet Neil Breen! This man's a brainius! Let's look into his work, what are we waiting for? Neil Breen is a filmmaker who self-financed, directed and starred in his own movies. Movies like Double Down, I Am Here Now, Fateful Findings, Pass Thru and the more recent Twisted Pair. That's the man's filmography. And from the posters you know you're in for a ride. Let's watch all these fuckers. Neil Breen's directorial debut was with 2005's Double Down. A former architect turned filmmaker, this is our first meeting of Neil Breen. The movie is about Aaron Brand, a loner who fucks around in the desert while hacking the government to prevent a terrorist attack in Las Vegas. This movie gives you the main character walking, narrating, eating tuna, and stock footage. There is narrating for the whole first 25 minutes of the movie, with Neil giving a lot of input of who he is and what he is doing. Shots are reused and there's more and more walking. I'll give credit to Neil for his work here, especially being his first film. This guy loves film, but that's as far as it goes. This movie is dull and was forcibly pushed hard to make it feature length. Double Down is the weakest of his films.
I love being with you. I love you. Will you marry me? Oh, jeez.
I'm Here Now is the second feature-length project from Neil Breen. In this movie, he plays an alien cyborg god who has created everything. He comes to Earth because he's unsatisfied with his creation, and he travels to Las Vegas where he interacts with those who have sinned, as well as helping those who are the good people, as well as restoring people's health who are also good. He even goes out of his way to cure some guy's cancer.
I don't feel so good. Cancer chemo is kicking my ass. I always wanted to see this before I died. I only have a month to live.
There's this gang of drug dealing pimp murderers who hang out in this abandoned site, and they are just packed full of fucking evil. Here are some of the clips that show how truly evil these badass motherfuckers are.
I get her first. What? This damn piece of garbage? Get that rope! Get that rope! Get that rope, wrap around here.
I don't want any part of this.
Yeah, these guys are badasses. So this is the true first time Neil creates a character for himself that has a god complex with superhuman powers. This isn't the first time he does that. There's a lot of symbolism throughout this film that I think even Neil doesn't even know what it means. Baby heads in the desert, crucifixes, man. Just a lot of deep shit that really makes you think. I'm Here Now is so fucking slow and it's only 85 minutes long. The opening of him arriving on Earth to him going to Las Vegas took it out of me. He reuses a lot of the same footage once again, especially of this one girl who doesn't have much development. You think the girl playing her sister and has a baby is going to be shown more, but nope. Me thinks Neil wanted to use her more because she has those weens tattooed, which I guess is more symbolism, who fucking knows. But shit, this movie has some funny moments, especially from this dude.
Hell yeah! I'll do her. Damn. Twins.
Made in 2013, and it's much of a remake of Double Down from 2005. This is the most notorious film of Breen's work. Fateful Findings is about Dylan, a guy who gets hit by a car, survives, and goes into work on leaking government secrets. He knows all. What is all? Only Dylan knows, and he's gonna leak it all. That happens all while Dylan, with a now drug-addicted wife, meeting a girl he knew as a kid and falling in love with her, as well as this married couple having some very toxic interactions. The best way to sum up their relationship is this scene.
I'm gonna shoot this damn car out full of holes!
No!
That's absolutely glorious. This is the third movie where there's corruption and Neil stopping it, as well as there's always women throwing themselves at Neil. He wrote and directed this to happen in every film. Even this girl, who is the daughter of the toxic couple, throws herself at him. But also, Neil has big beef with laptops. He flogs the absolute shit out of them in this movie.
I'm not ready for this.
Oh, also, once again, Neil has a god complex since he can now move shit and walk through shit. This is easily the best film in the bunch. Not so many long and dragged out scenes and a lot more hilarious moments like this.
I can't believe you committed suicide. I cannot believe you committed suicide. How could you have done this? How could you have committed suicide?
This best sums up how I'm feeling during reviewing all these movies.
I'm feeling less stable.
So, we're back in the desert again. Vagabond Breen plays Vigil. A futuristic entity travels back to modern times where he plans to wipe out 300 million harmful people to move on to a new era of peace. At the same time, people are being corrupt in the desert and there's refugees who are kept captive by these bad, corrupt people. The refugees, all American mind you, have fled from their country since they can no longer handle the corruption of their government. I'm feeling like I'm describing the same plot nearly 4 fucking times in a row. This is probably his best shot film, which isn't really saying much. At least he's invested in a drone this time. Also, some killer piano skills got to be shown off, as well as some terrific green screen moments. That news station competes with the off-center one from Birdemic. Pass through? It was okay. And finally, 2018's Twisted Pair. Neil Breen plays twins in this one. Both are AI creation that resemble good and evil. Kate is the good, Kale is the evil because he has a beard and does drugs with his girlfriend. This is hilarious. It has everything you want. Stock footage, terrific special effects, excellent acting, enough explosions to make Michael Bay giddy. What a film. It's so funny that majority is shot on a college campus at night. It bloody looks like it, doesn't it? Everything is so empty. This movie is yet again about corruption and superhuman brains. it's hard to tell if by this fifth movie it's gotten to the point of being self-aware. It's so over the top. Alright, now that we've done all the movies, let's talk about Neil and his work. So, what I get at, this guy really loves film. You can just tell. This guy has a big passion for film. And I think we can all put ourselves in this guy's shoes, because it really looks like he doesn't have much backing. So these movies are very low budget, and they have such high ambitious plot points. Like they're so eccentric and over the top, but he's made them, and you gotta not push that aside. That is quite inspiring in an ironic way. But there's no denying that these movies are complete trash. Like, you just cannot deny it. But this man's highly functioning imagination, how can you not feel inspired by this work? We can all relate back to any of our projects, us as filmmakers, where we felt like we didn't have enough backing. But this guy went out and shot fucking movies with explosions and people just vanishing and government conspiracies and government corruption, all with like green screens and people that can't act, just random people and with no money. Like, that's just what you do when you're making movies. But at the same time, as inspiring all that it is and how relatable it is, that what connects him and Tommy Wiseau is they really must like love themselves a little bit. That's why they put themselves in the movies, not because they couldn't get anyone. Like Tommy did it because he wanted to be in that movie, and Neil obviously wanted to be in his own movies as well. But the thing is, yeah, they all seem to have a high ego about themselves, but the difference with him and Tommy is Tommy made The Room once. Neil Breen has basically made the same movie 5 times. I made a movie in 2015 when I was 20 with like $1,000 and no money basically, and I did what I could to make that feature film, and it's not great at all. Look at these clips here, and it's not good. I'm like, but it is what it is. I worked with what I had. I didn't want to star in the movie. I put myself in there because no one else wanted to be in the fucking thing. But I wanted to make this project, and I didn't want to wait. So that's probably why it didn't end up too well. But I can feel some pride looking back at that movie with how badly made it is and poorly acted, but it still had ambition. And I can see myself and Neil Breen connecting that way. But the problem is, I wouldn't make that movie 4 more fucking times. Neil Breen has made the same movie 5 times. All in all, these movies are hilarious, but I'll probably say Fateful Findings is the only one worth watching. The rest are kind of hit and miss, especially Double Down. That was probably the most boringest one. I Am Here Now has really funny moments, but it drags. Yeah, Fateful Findings, it's just full of memorable moments, and it's just hilarious. Like, really bad acting, really ridiculous scenes. Like, back to my movie Josie, I made my first feature film. I shot in the doctor's office in my bedroom, so I can reflect back to Neil Breen doing the same thing in Fateful Findings, which is hilarious. Pass Through, yeah, it was okay. It had some funny moments, but all in all, that also dragged a bit. But you gotta love the drone shots. And Twisted Pair was just ridiculous with all the explosions and just fucking Neil Breen flying around everywhere. So all in all, it's been a great Breen-a-THON, and I hope it makes people want to go check out this guy's work, because, yeah, why not? Go support the guy. He's worked hard for it. Thanks for watching. Bye.